It is important when you're growing grass to make sure your roots are not bound up in the top part of the soil. Anytime we have a root mass in the top part of the soil, if you have a dry year, then you're not going to produce as much grass because your grass is not going to have available moisture. Those roots need to go down deeper into the soil profile. The hard pan can be very limiting to your roots, and if you can get deeper into that soil profile, you'll have more access to water. Even more critical in a dry year. Thinking of last year when June to December of 2019, we didn't get much rain. So if you had a compaction problem, you saw it in your fields. You'd see what I would call a hot spot. And most of the time when we would try to do a soil test there, you couldn't get your probe to go into the ground because there was root bound grass because that soil was so tight. I think it's important when you're renovating a pasture or a hay field to allow those roots to grow correctly, to allow for a thicker stand of grass, that you do cut them. A lot of times that people will maybe drag a tandem disc through a pasture, and all you're doing is cutting it vertically. You really want to do something deeper other than just cutting the roots, and aeration can do that for you by not only cutting roots, cutting grass cleanly, and opening that soil profile up. It allows those roots to spread and become thicker. Tearing and pulling of roots is not recommended. You want a clean cut, for grass health. Every time you tear and you stratify that root, you're really opening it up for disease, for a lot of different things to happen. There are fungal diseases and insect damage in those roots. Grub damage would be considered another method of tearing, and we don't want that. We want a clean cut to allow that root, when it does spread and grow, that it can grow quickly and easily.